We've been on live. We've been like
3, 2, 1. All right, our continuing Super Bowl coverage here on Redskins.com. Larry Michael joined by our good friend Brian Mitchell. And, B. Mitchell, have you heard some of the emails I've had to the TV show requesting your assistance as a coach? Have you heard any of those emails?
I've heard a lot of them. I've got a lot of people on Twitter asking me about it. But, you know, coaching is something that you have to love doing. I love helping guys and working out with them, but I don't love anything to be there from 7 in the morning to 10 at night, and that'll screw my golf game up.
Well, I've said before, even in the winter, that would screw his golf game up because he's going to find a way to go to Florida to get around the golf.
I've been there 3 times this year already.
No doubt about that. I want to look forward a little bit. The crystal ball, if you could. What is the most important thing for Robert Griffin III this year? Coming off of the season last year, and there's so much you can pick at when a team only wins 3 games, but you do have a new head coach. You do have kind of a new atmosphere. What are the most important things for RG3
I think mainly for him is just to get tunnel vision. Focus on football and stop worrying about everything else. Robert, in his first year, you saw the work ethic that he has. You understand how dedicated he is to the game. Get more focus on that and not worry about the outside stuff. You know, I listened to him. He's a very intelligent guy, but he seems to get irritated by everything someone says. And the moment you keep letting that happen, people are not going to stop. You know, it's just like if I was on a football field and I said something to a guy and he was agitated by it, I'm going to continue. If he ignores me, I shut up. He needs to just focus on football and everything else fall in place. The guy, he knows he can throw a football. He knows how to use his leg to get out of the pocket. Just do that. Don't worry about what everybody else said. Listen to Jay Gruden and move forward.
Running back, a situation, a position you're very familiar with.
Yes.
Your review of Alfred Morris after 2 years. Can this kid continue to do what he's done in the first 2 years?
You know what? I think he can. And the reason is because he's not a guy who I think gets overly hype about anything or too down about anything.
Right.
Alfred is a kid. I saw him last night at the NFLPA VIP party, and he's still just a happy-go-lucky kid. And I think the main thing about it is whenever he loses that luster, he'll have a problem.
Right.
He's not going to lose that. And that's the reason people actually how I played so long. It was a game. You know, I was getting paid for the game, but I understood it was still a game. I had fun playing it, and I understood the business side. Business side is taking care of yourself now.
Right.
When the season starts, all the work you put into it in the offseason will pay off. He's that type of kid, and I think he's going to continue being good.
Do you think we'll ever see a return man elected into the Hall of Fame? And look, folks, if you want to go to the record books and you see those yardage records and you see Jerry Rice's name up there, well, his name is right next to Jerry Rice's name, okay? So you know our opinion on B. Mitch, but do you think just because of the label put on special teamers, I mean, you think you'll ever see it?
Hey, you know what? I think we will eventually. You hear a lot of talk from Peter King about it now. If you look at guys like a Ray Guy, I heard one writer say that, well, he couldn't have done the things Joe Montana did. Well, Joe Montana can't punt like him. Right. You know, if it's the Pro Football Hall of Fame, you have to basically go out there and represent every position. You know, this is not something where it's 2/3 Pro Football Hall of Fame, because nobody but Jan Stenerud is the only specialist in the Hall of Fame. I don't think it makes any sense. You know, a lot of guys have come along and, you know, I think my numbers speak for themselves. You know, I think Devin Hester, what he's done, speaks for itself. We hear a lot of guys try to act like, well, special teams, it's a specialist. You come in for a part of the game. A lot of guys tried to do it. They couldn't do it.
Folks, you know, if you're a return man out there, put the film in, okay? North, south.
That's it.
It's not that complicated. And you jokingly say you don't want to work hard enough to be a coach, but you work pretty darn hard right now, okay? Take us through. You got the radio show on 980. You got the TV show on Comcast. Take us through a busy day. Maybe a day you might be able to put 18 holes up there early in the morning. I know I've seen you out
there. I do that every day.
Yeah, okay.
When it's the right weather. One thing about me, I love the fact that I can put my daughters on the bus. I have 2 younger daughters, 11 and 14. I have a daughter in college, 19 at the University of Maryland, and my son is graduating from LSU. So I like being around. You know, coaching takes over your life. You know, and I think that's the thing about it. Like I tell people on Twitter, I love my family too much to become a coach. Because you're not around your family.
You're not.
What, one month out the whole year?
Yep.
And I
Late nights.
That's too much, you know. But for me, a regular day, I wake up in the morning, I put Maya and Ali on the bus. I may go get some golf in, and I get to the station around 1 o'clock. We're on from 2 to 4. I have from like 4 to 7 off. So I normally take time unless I have some interviews to go and tape. I'll go into the studio early. I do pre-pros around 8:30. I'm on air at 10, off at 10:30, back home.
So that's a full day for Brian Mitchell, the best return man ever in National Football League history.
That,
Thank you for stopping by, brother.
All right, man.
All right, our coverage continues from the Super Bowl here on Redskins.com, so we'll check you later.
I'm serious. Those coaches, boy, look, I couldn't do that.
Oh, yeah, I fuck with people because they always get these emails. It gives me something to say, and I fuck with you about golf. I fuck with you about you're here to stay enough to do this shit.
You're right.
Yeah, well, I know. That's what it's like. It gives me something to say.
Like, when Keenan and Ray got into it, I said, y'all must love football. He said, man, you love football. I said, I don't love that guy that much. I used to get over there when I was playing at 8 something in the morning. They already there. And then we'd leave, and I remember one time I left something, so I came back to the park one night, like 9 o'clock, to get some shit. He went in meet. I said, what the? I said, what are y'all talking about? And like Coach Gibbs used to spend the night. I say, Coach, let me ask you one question. I said, whenever you do something so long, it's easy. Why are you all staying later? Ernest told me one time, he said, they walked into the meeting, and they came up with this idea. And I said, dude, that'll work.